Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Bucky O'Hare. In the first video, we completed the green planet, followed by the red planet. We freed Blinky, as well as Dead-Eye Duck. And now we have to take on the blue planet and the yellow planet, starting with the blue one first. So without further ado, let's begin. Blue planet is probably one of the harder of the planets, and you got a lot of ice physics, so you gotta be careful. Now, remember when Blinky said he had a cannon that let him shoot through ice and stone? Well, these ice blocks you can fire through. And you definitely want to explore through here and pick stuff up in this area, because you never know when you might find some power or some points or a ton of lives, like here. Thankfully, I can kind of get over this way. But you also want to watch out, too, because you never know when you might accidentally find a toad who just might get the drop on you if you're too close. And I'm going to stop digging right there because I don't think I'm going to find anything else over there. I do want to look over there, though, just to be safe. Because you never know when you might find something. Now, over here, there is a life extension if you do need one. And I'm going to go right here and get it. I don't think there's anything else. And if I shoot past that last layer of bricks at the bottom there, above the water, it is very much possible to fall down in there and die. It is going to be instant death, and I don't want to put myself through that. And that's as far as I'm going to go on the digging. Now we got these things. These little ice worms that come in and out of the water, and I can't believe I didn't jump there. What I want to do is get up here. Unintentionally mess this up, but that's okay, because we got Blinky fully powered up here. And from here, I believe... Oh, that's cool. I will gladly take that one up. There's probably nothing here, though. That'd be too easy. But that was kind of cool, though. Oh, by the way, even the worms have ice physics, so you got to be careful here, too. I don't want to stand right here. It's a good thing I got Blinky, or Dead-Eye, to grab the power-up. And what I wanted to do was wait on that second worm there to move around a little bit and then quickly make my way to the right. You want to go over here as quickly as possible. And I want to get to these as well. Get on top of the platform that I got center now. And now, use a jump that Bucky has. And we're out of here. You also want to watch out with these platforms too, because these little evil toads with the flamethrowers that are on those platforms above the water, they will use their flamethrowers to destroy the platforms. And if you let them torch the platform twice, it will immediately disappear. I don't know if you can respawn it. I'd rather not even chance figuring out whether or not it does. I'd rather just not test that out during the video, so I can get over here to this act where this plane is bombing this glacier that I'm taking to who knows where, and I gotta use Buckeye's three-way shot to take care of these guys. Bucky does have a special power. If you charge up the power meter, Bucky will glow. If you touch a wall while he's glowing, you can use up and down on the control pad to climb up and down the wall. But this only lasts for a very short amount of time, and once you stop flashing, it stops. Now here, we're going to have to keep destroying ice blocks so that some of these little spiked ice balls that some of these toads throw will allow us to get down. You don't want to touch these spikes because if you do, it is instant death. Like so. You can very easily run into them and give yourself the hardest time in the world. And if you die at any point, you will be going back down to the top. Or back up to the top, rather. You're going up and down at the same time because you died, okay? And I should have grabbed that with Deadeye, but that's okay. I forgot that was there. It's easy to forget that power-up extension is there. But I will be able to rectify that a little bit somehow. If I can do this without dying a whole bunch, that would be great. Let the two build up. Get over here. Let him destroy that block. I'll probably take a bunch of hits from those little spiked blocks there, but that's okay. Make a mad dash. You will have to deal with some blocks on the bottom, but that's alright. And this part is completely easy to do, or easier to do compared to the last act. Just make sure the pipes don't take you right into the spikes. And don't fight these guys with Blinky, because they take a lot of damage with Blinky's weapon. And you're better off using someone like Bucky or Deadeye to take care of them. By the way, if those frogs do get close to the stalactites that fall from the ceiling here, they could be icicles. It's kind of hard to tell. They will throw them at you. Like so. And yes, they do know where you are when they decide that's a good idea to do something like that. And it's a good thing I started digging around there because I found a life extension and a 1-up. I definitely want those. Don't think I'm going to find anything else though, but I'll go digging just in case. I doubt it, but you never know. If not, I'm just going to go straight to the next session because I know there ain't going to be anything on top. If I could actually get rid of that part of the top row, that'd be great. There we go. Well, there was a toad there. Not much else. And another toad. But he walks off screen. And now we got this guy. Just stay away. Be ready to jump the missiles. And try to hit him as much as you can. If you get trapped in the ice, just keep shooting. You will take damage, but at least you'll be able to damage him. As you do so, as you take the damage. Really concentrating here. Also, I have to put my two fingers on the buttons here. One for B and one for A. Because when I try to do this the way I usually hold a controller, it really hurts my wrist. I found that out the hard way when I did this during the practice run. Just keep shooting here. Just avoid the missiles. They do a ton of damage. Avoid them as well as you can. See if you can hit this guy in the air. I'm jumping too low to avoid these things. I'm not gonna make it on this life, maybe. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it on this life. This boss can be hard sometimes. Well, not really. I'm making this look harder than it actually is for some stupid reason. Come on! Hit him in the air, please. And now I'm switching between these ways of holding the controller here because this is actually starting to hurt. Ow! Seriously, why did you make a game like this game? Why did you make a boss like this? Maybe it's better if I just stay put from here. Maybe I can get some more shots in. Come on, hit him! This isn't so hard! The bosses are easier than the stages. Believe me when I say that. Come on, stupid wrist, stop hurting! I've already taken 2 hits again. 3 hits now. Oh, come on. Are you serious? This shouldn't be so difficult. I can't tell when he's about to fire. I can't tell when he's about to fire that ice beam. Like that. If I could just hold this controller in a way that doesn't make it hurt, and this would be great. Maybe I'll just stand here. There we go. Doing a little better here. There we go. I made that a lot harder than it should have been. Apparently that was the best place to stand, but... My gosh! I mean, I had no trouble in previous runs, but... I'm just trying to do this in a way to, like, not make my hands hurt, and it's just annoying. Anyway... Alright, Captain. We can croak all the toads with my Beam Blaster and Toad Turbo Ball. So, she doesn't need any weapons. She just has psychic powers, Jenny. And there's the password, MPW J. And we got one more planet left. It's the yellow planet. We might as well just go on over there. Thankfully, I should have an easier time with this, maybe. For these worms that come out of these craters, use Deadeye. His gun is a lot more powerful. So you're probably wondering what Jenny does. She has a beam that she can fire at any time, and if you hold down the fire button to charge up the power meter, you get this ball that you can control with the control pad that can do quite a bit of damage. But the more you power it up, the bigger the ball will be, and the bigger the ball is, the more damage it's going to do. Makes sense. And I will definitely take that one up. Don't worry about our life. We're not going to take a whole lot of damage. And there's the life extender right there. It's always good to pick them up even if you're full on life because it completely refills your life. And you get points off of it too. You definitely want to pick up stuff whenever you need to because you never know when you might get something for it. I do want to get up here for some more points. Shoot that toad. shoot the planes too. Those planes will just go back and forth and shoot bombs at you. And of course you got the Toad jetpack guys from earlier, who will just try to home in on you and just try to shoot at you. And here I want to use Blinky. Is that a 1-up? Yes, a 1-up. I wanted to make sure before I grabbed it what it was, because I was afraid it was like a power extension for a moment. Thankfully it wasn't. But there is one coming up and I want to make sure I grab it. If I can shoot this Toad, that'd be great. That's what I was wanting to do. Now here, that's where the power extension is. Want to be careful here too. Don't want to go too far to the left with Blinky there. And I want to get this with Deadeye. I'll be getting the power extensions for Jenny soon enough. Don't worry about that. We will fix that. If I just remembered where that one power extension was in that vertical shaft in the blue pen it was, I probably wouldn't be doing this, but oh well. And boy am I complaining a lot in this video, but I got plenty of reasons. Not the easiest game in the world, but it's still fun. That's the one I wanted to do. Now, you don't want to hit the asteroids. The blue planets in the background are okay. They're just background elements. You just want to use the platform, these little Toad planes, or Toad ships, I guess you could call them, to get all the way to the left. And here, you're now using them to climb your way up. It's not all going to be fun and games and bed of roses here, because some of them will shoot at you. Some of these Toad ships will. And I may have to get on this. There we go. Like, some of these will fire at you when you least expect them to, like that one. And they go at various speeds, so sometimes you may have, like, a good time, or a easy time getting to a platform when you need to. Sometimes you won't. Don't give up. Remember, the game doesn't treat everything you just jump past like a bottomless pit as you make your way up, so that works. And now you're using these asteroids to go places. They show up at set intervals. There's the one I want. It's a good thing I grabbed that. And the next one I want, that was not it. Why did you get in the way? That's the one I wanted. And just to be safe, I'm going to use Blinky to get over here. I'm going to see what I can do here to get the... Ooh. Yeah, I wanted the one that went up and left, but I had to really take a leap of faith to get here. And I can use Blinky to get to the next planetoid. These planetoids I'm jumping on, those are platforms. Everything else is kind of a background element, but the asteroids that are flying around like crazy here, you can use those to get to where you need to go. Don't worry. And you want to be careful here too, because that can happen. Yeah, sometimes you'll kind of stick onto one of the asteroids sometimes. The game kind of loves to do that to you. It's going to be right under there. Let's use that. Good thing I got the extra life. Man, I'm back to 9 extra lives. How did that happen? And is it gonna stick me there? Whoa. There we go. Took some damage, but that's okay. I'm gonna use Blinky one more time. Blinky's a good help when you have his jetpack fully powered up. I could have used that to power up Jenny, but I think we may find another one soon. Maybe. Maybe not. But that's one way to do it. Jump on the one that's going down and right, and then use it to take the one that's going up and left. At least we don't have to deal with this part anymore. And you can play with this with any character you want. I'm going to play as Jenny because we're going to get a power-up extension at the end. But first, you got super fast lifts. There is like something that you can accidentally do where if you accidentally run right into the edge of it, it'll like just take off without you and you lose a life. And when you hear the pneumatic hiss of the brakes, that's your cue to jump to the next platform. And it will slow down tremendously. Thankfully, there isn't a lot of memorization to go into this one. Just keep quiet and focus. You should get there. And don't worry about the enemies. They won't be able to get you at all. Go to the right there. This one's a little easier to do. And here, it goes a little slower. You want to be ready to duck to avoid these spikes. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, they are instant death. Just now remembered. Just duck down the whole time. Be ready to not duck and... jump when you need to. And when it slows down like this, you can grab some stuff. Don't worry about getting trolled here. It'll be slow for the rest of the journey. And here we are at the boss. This thing has 3 parts. The satellite, the lower cannon, and the upper cannon. You want to take care of the satellite first, so then you want to take care of the lower cannon. But the way I'm doing it, you'll take a lot of damage. But as long as you keep on firing, these things shouldn't give you too much trouble. Watch out for when the toad tank opens its mouth. That's when you want to duck down into one of the little gaps there to avoid the instant death laser. And after that, you want to stay there after it closes its mouth so that way you don't get run over. The mouth laser as well as the run over, those are both instant death. So you want to avoid those. And wow! Now all I have to take care of are the little thing. There's a little thing up there that's shooting the missile. And once you take care of all the 3 of those things, just shoot at the eye. As long as you avoid getting run over as well as the instant death laser, this should be no trouble at all. Make sure not to touch the toad tank at that point. You're good. Thanks, Bucky. While I was held captive, I kept busy putting together a new weapon. There's a reason he's named Willie DeWitt. the kid's a genius. He's from an alternate dimension, which is basically our dimension. And he can do things with technology. A lot of things with technology. It's my one-shot does-it-all blaster. You can call it Thumber. So I think it's supposed to be called Thunder or Sumper. Maybe that's a mistranslation. I don't know. I've never really watched Bucky-O-Air or read it. If you press the fire button longer, it just gets stronger. That's Willie's power-up ability. Hold down the fire button to charge up the power meter. The more you have going, the more powerful the shot will be. You can take care of quite a few enemies that way. And as soon as you complete all 4 planets, you get a cutscene. You've got the crew back together again, but you run right into the Toad mothership. And unfortunately, you're not getting away. You're caught in a tractor beam. You have no choice to go in. And it leads to this cutscene. Wake up, Blinky. Captain, we're trapped in a Toad mothership. They've taken my crews for sport. Captain, we must save the crew before... And here we are inside the Toad mothership itself. So, now we've been captured again. We have to get our crew back. The only people we have with us are Bucky and Blinky, which thankfully we fully powered up. So that's a good thing that we did. But now we're going to have to get through the Toad mothership and cause some real damage and make the Toads sorry they ever messed with us. And that's going to start in the next video. So join me next time where I go through the cell and see what else I can do while I'm in the Toad mothership. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!